it was really worth every cent based on our current situation. And if you don't have the time and you want trust, you want someone that you can trust, someone that you can actually, think, right? And be on the same wavelength, Adviseable is the one.
So what made me think about buying for investment was the fact that I've got some money made available due to some personal circumstances. And the market in Sydney was hard to access, and I do not wanted to lock myself in a property I will own and be myself in, because I didn't know what my circumstances will be in the future.
I guess for me, it's, really going off, jumping on the bandwagon, and to really, expand on my property portfolio, but also at the same time, we're together and it's building a nest egg for our future.
It was effectively trying to start to think about building our retirement and trying to get assets that can support that retirement. So that's why we decided to go and look at investment properties.
You can't get any more solid and more safe than investing in, properties in general.
So when I look at buying an investment property, I really wanted to get out of Sydney, and I didn't really know how to approach the thing, because I was seeing myself already trying to contact different real estate agencies who are facilitating a sale or something, but that sounds very complex. And it just happened that one of my colleagues who I was working was actually using the services of Adviseable via Alex, and we just talked about it, and he was actually speaking about his own experience, which has been very amazing for him too with Adviseable.
I was skeptical because obviously coming from a real estate background, I was, why would I even think about a buyer's agent when I am an agent? And I didn't realize how smooth it was.
It simplifies everything. Like the network of people that Adviseable does have is quite incredible, and I've bought now properties in 2 different states, one in Victoria, one in Queensland, and the experience has been the same, very smooth, very easy.
Coming from a skeptical, mindset already, I was, I think the initial phone call with Alex and the fact that he listened, because I find a lot of people don't listen. A lot of agents don't listen because they already had the end, solution, which is their own solution, as opposed to the client solution.
I think what I really liked is that, as you just say, Alex really took the time to explain us the process and make it very clear to us. And there is a whole process where constantly at the beginning of this engagement, there is a revalidation of what we want to do. And then a few propositions came about which region you want to buy from, and with different profiles, and we can select out of those. You can start to understand how it's working before looking at a property, and then only you get into a property or 2 which have been proposed. So I really enjoyed that. It was very, very well done.
For me, yes, because I've never actually done that. However, the report that was provided by Adviseable and what Alex was so thorough. The detail of the report was really thorough, and that's what crossed the line for me. Right at the beginning of COVID, where, job security, obviously I was in charge of retail. You can see the retail and hospitality were the most affected, right? But we got the settlement that we wanted, right, over 3 months, and a tenant within 2 weeks. So that was exceptional for us.
It was really, really fast.
Yeah.
And something that Alex told us when I bought the first property was that the area you select usually that you offer for investment, if you look at really on the long term, how does it play against events that are like non-planned, like COVID typically. At the time I was like, yeah, well, time will tell, right? A year later, COVID happened. And time told. And effectively in my first property, I still have tenants all through the COVID period, no issues there, and same for the second property we have. So he was right. So what we also really appreciate about this whole experience, was that once the property was sold and Adviseable got sort of their fee, I would say, they've been still always checking with us on how things were going and still giving advice on what to do after the property was settled, and we can really feel a good client service behind the scenes. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I definitely think from the client's end, the experience has been really good because it was very clear, it was very seamless, I have to say. The follow-up, the constant follow-up, it wasn't bombarding, it wasn't stifling, but it was just nice.
I think the fee structure also, which is done around the service, is good because it's sort of a fixed fee. It's not a percentage of the property you're going to buy, and that make it sort of very independent from the property you're going to buy, and that was something I was also looking after.
It was really worth every cent based on our current situation. And if you don't have the time and you want trust, you want someone that you can trust, someone that you can actually, think, right? And be on the same wavelength, Adviseable is the one.
Oh, you've got us already?
Yes. We'll see you guys next time.
Yes.